Hey you guys, welcome back to K&K's Inspired Creations. So today I'm going to be making a fall centerpiece. And so I basically started off by getting some of these wood pumpkin rounds that you can or used to be able to find at the Dollar Tree. Maybe not so much anymore since it's already almost the end of October. But I basically started off by getting two of these. And of course, I cut off the tags, and I also went ahead and cut off that little twine bow or whatever that was. I don't even know what that is, honestly. But the little bow that came on there, I went ahead and took that off too because I'm not going to need that. So the next thing I did is I ended up buying some of this fabric, this really pretty fabric from Dollar Tree. And this is like a burlap with sunflowers printed on it or whatever those are. I don't think they're sunflowers, but it's like a burlap. It's really nice. And my idea or my goal was to basically to put this part in the middle and then to do something different on the sides. And I know a lot of times people say that the best thing to do is to go ahead and like iron it out first. It's probably a really good idea. You should probably do that. I never do it, but it definitely makes it easier if you do iron it first and then, do whatever. So I'm basically just trying to see how much of it I'm going to need. And once I figure that out, I'm just going to take like a marker and just mark it. And then I'm going to cut off two because I'm going to do the exact same thing for both of my pumpkins. And while I'm doing that, I do want to take a moment and just let you guys know that this project was actually inspired by two other creators that I follow. One creator is Crafty Beach. She is the one who I basically watched take the fabric, put it on this type of pumpkin, and then she's the one who used the beads to outline the pumpkin. So I got that idea from her. And to make this into like a flower box, I got that idea. That was inspired by Crafting with Maria. You can find both of them on YouTube. They're so awesome. They have the best ideas and I love watching their videos. So if you like anything that I'm doing today, you should definitely check out both of those YouTube channels, and I will have their information in my description below. So yeah, definitely check them out. Okay, so like I said, my goal was in the middle to put that pretty burlap. And on the outsides, I wanted to do leather. I was going to do this fake brown leather that you can find at Dollar Tree. It's actually only like 25 cents or something like that because they're trying to get rid of all the vinyl. And it's not vinyl, but for whatever reason, it's in the same category. Anyways, but yeah, I really wanted to do leather on the outsides, but for some reason, it was not working out for my benefit. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to measure out the sides. I'm going to cut out strips that should fit each side. So that'll be 4 different strips. And then I'm going to add some Mod Podge to both of the pumpkins. And then I'm going to use my mini iron to adhere the leather or the fake leather to the pumpkins. And it is going to be a total fail. I'm not really sure why. I know one of the things I did wrong is when you're doing this method, you're supposed to put something between the fabric and the iron. I usually use parchment paper. I'm going to use parchment paper after I ruin that first sheet or that first strip of leather. But with any fabric, you're supposed to put a layer of something between the item and, between the fabric and your iron. I didn't do that the first time, but even after doing that, it just didn't want to stick for some reason. And it's funny because this is not the first time that I've used this method with the fake leather from Dollar Tree. I made my mom a clock, like a Prince clock, using the blue fake leather. And I made my dad and my stepdad these wall hangers, like these Cowboys wall hangers for Father's Day using the blue fake leather from Dollar Tree, and I used this method. I used, the iron. So I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't put enough Mod Podge on the pumpkins beforehand so that it would adhere. I'm not sure. But it was definitely total fail, which was okay because I ended up using a different type of fabric for the outsides, and I actually really love the way it came out. And so while I'm doing that, I do want to take a moment and show my gratitude and just say thank you for watching my video. You could be watching anybody else's video on the planet, but you're here watching mine, and I'm so appreciative of it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber, but I love crafting and I like cutting it up and posting it for people to see. I love seeing people who recreate something that I've made and send it to me. That's one of the coolest things I've ever experienced. So if you like, crafts, and if you like fake bakes, because I do a ton of fake bakes, and if you like gifts, because I do a ton of gifts on my channel as well. I'm like the best gift giver ever. And so if any of that is interesting to you, then please go ahead and like my channel. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. If I have the hype button, hype my video up, since I am a new subscriber. I don't know if I have access to that or not, but if I do, please go ahead and do that for me. But again, I do just want to say thank you for taking time and watching my video. So like I said earlier, this is where I'm adding that Mod Podge to both of my pumpkins. I'm thinking I might not have added enough, and maybe that's why my leather didn't stick. But I'm going to add, like I said, Mod Podge to both pumpkins, and then I'm going to dry it with my hot gun, or whatever you call it. And so now you see I'm pulling out my pink, what do you call it? Iron, my pink iron. And I'm going to go ahead and iron down or adhere the burlap fabric to the middle of the pumpkins, and then use an X-Acto knife and then also some scissors to kind of trim it down so that it's only taking up that middle space and not any of the outer parts, if that makes sense. You'll definitely see what I'm talking about. It's a little time consuming, but it's definitely worth it. Some people actually use like a finger sander to sand off that excess fabric. I don't have a finger sander yet. I think you can get it from Walmart, but I'm seriously thinking about investing in one because I think it might have made this part go a lot smoother if I had a finger sander. And so this is where I made the mistake. Like I said, I did not put anything between the iron and the leather, and you can see that I clearly messed it up. But I am going to rectify it by putting something between the two. I'm going to use parchment paper, but it's still not going to stick like it's supposed to for some reason. And I don't know if you can see it from this angle, but every time I tried cutting it down with the parchment paper, like a piece of it would flip up. And so I'm going to, use the iron again to see if I can get it to adhere. And it's just going to continue doing the same thing on both sides. And this is where I decided that I was going to give up trying to use the leather and just use a different type of fabric. Again, I wasn't sure if maybe I didn't put enough Mod Podge on there, so I added some more. And then I'm going to try with the other fabric. And it was a success. It did adhere perfectly to the wood. So I'm going to use orange on one pumpkin, and then I think I'm going to use that pretty burgundy-ish red on the other pumpkin. I lied. I used that orange on both pumpkins. I couldn't remember. I really thought I used that red, but I don't think I had enough. So I think that's why I only used the orange. I ended up finding these little words or phrases at Dollar Tree. It was like 6 in a pack. Farm fresh, blessings, happy fall, stuff like that. And I wanted to use 2 on this project, but I'm only going to be able to use 1. But I am going to paint them both a pretty orange color. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these beads on this bead garland that I got from Dollar Tree. They're not circular beads. They are actually like box beads or square beads. And I mean, you can use whatever beads you want. You can use the circular beads. You can use the half beads. But I use these mainly because these are the same ones that Crafty Beach, she's on YouTube. These are the ones that she used. And it looked so good. Hers still turned out way better than mine. But I really liked the way the square beads looked on this particular project when she made it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just literally going to adhere it to the pumpkin with some hot glue. I'm going to do sections at a time to get them on there. And I want to say a total of 5, not 5 whole ones, but like maybe 4 and like more than half to do both pumpkins. So if you come across these, you want to get, and you plan on doing something like this, you want to get a couple of them. Like 1 isn't going to do, 2 isn't going to do. You're going to at least need 4 of them. And I want to say I used 4 and not completely 5, but it was most of the last one. It was most of the fifth one, just to get this to look nice and full. And I guess you don't necessarily have to have it look nice and full, or have it look full with everything, like each one of the beads touching. You can leave space between them. So if you want to get like maybe just 1 or 2 of them, you can space the beads out, and that way you don't have to use as many beads. So that is definitely an option as well. And since that's done, I'm going to go ahead and add this Hello Fall, what would you call this? Words? Sign? Whatever, to the front of this pumpkin. Then I took some twine, or like, really thin rope that you can get from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to wrap it around the stem to give it some texture and to make it look a little bit bigger than it is. Right now it's kind of boring and bland and blah. So that's what I'm doing now. Just going to wrap that around both stems of both of the pumpkins. To dress it up a little bit, I grabbed some leaves that I found in my stash. I have a lot of florals that I keep and just have left over from other projects. So I just grabbed some of the leaves off of them, and I'm going to put like 3 leaves on each one of the pumpkins. And then I'm going to, I think originally I was planning on putting an acorn in the middle, but I think I ended up doing like a sunflower, and I really like the sunflower. It goes with the burlap fabric print. Even though I don't know if those are sunflowers. I don't know flowers like that, so they might not be sunflowers. So, but I put a sunflower on there, so yeah. Now, to make it into a box so that I can put florals in the middle of both of the pumpkins, I needed some wood, and I couldn't find, like, Dollar Tree usually has this pack that has like, I want to say it's like 4 pieces of wood. They're all the same size. They're like small, like what I'm cutting out, and I didn't find any. I went to a couple of different stores and I couldn't find any. So I ended up just grabbing some of these signs. Well, actually, you know what? I already had these in my stash for something else and I didn't use them. So these are little signs. They're like arrow signs. And so I decided that I'm just going to cut the little arrow part or the pointy part off and then use the rest of it, because that's pretty much the size of the box that I wanted it. I didn't want it huge, but I didn't want it too small either, because I wanted to put, you know, a nice little amount of florals in there. And this actually turned out perfectly. So I only needed 3, 2 for the sides, 1 for the bottom, and it worked out. And I got this little mini saw machine. I'm sure you could find one of these on Amazon or something like that. I didn't get it from Amazon. I got it from this place called Vista Auction, where I was able to auction the price on this, and I didn't pay full price for it. I paid a lot less. So, and it worked really well. I'm still learning how to use it. If I look scared, it's because I was. That blade is sharp, but it definitely worked out. It was my first time using it, and it was perfect. I love it. And just as a side note, when I was putting everything together, like gluing these to the pumpkins, I was like, I should have painted these boards brown, orange, something. Maybe even the orange that I used to color the words, the happy fall or hello fall or whatever it was that it said. I was like, I should have painted it. I should have painted it a color, or even wood stained it, something. But at the end, I'm really glad that I left it the natural color that it was, because it actually matches the beads, which I didn't even pay any attention to. So it actually looks really good because it matches really well with the beads. So just a thought. You can always paint those as well. I think it would be pretty painted as well, but it's also pretty left in its natural colors. So I am using tacky glue and hot glue to adhere everything together. Ideally, I would have used wood glue if I could have found it, but I couldn't find my wood glue to save my life. So the tacky glue at Dollar Tree is actually a really great, excellent second place type of adhesive to use on wood. But again, if you have access to wood glue, I would use wood glue. And then I just did a little bit of hot glue just for an instant hold. And obviously the tacky glue is for like a more of a long lasting, or the wood glue is for a more long lasting hold. And now for the florals, the fake florals. So this is just like, you know, green foam from Dollar Tree to stick the flowers in so that they don't move around in the box. And it was too big, so I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to put both halves in there. It was easy to put both of the halves in there separately than trying to put the whole thing in there. But it did end up working out. And then I'm just going to put the flowers in there, and then that's pretty much it. And it came out so pretty. I love it. I hope you like it. And yeah, definitely leave me a comment and let me know what you would have done differently. Let me know if you think I should have painted the wood, like maybe even the back of the pumpkins, and also the wood box. Maybe, I mean, should I have left it that color, that natural color? Should I have like wood stained it? Or do you think like maybe that really light orange that I painted the words Hello Fall with, do you think that would have made it look a little bit better, like stood out a little bit more? But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Say hello to me, please, in the comments. And thank you again so much for taking time to watch my video. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful rest of your day.